In this week's episode of DJ Suketu Unplugged, we got something very interesting for the DJs, music producers, especially those who make their own bootlegs and mixes to drop at a party and when they're spinning at gigs and everything. Well, I think there was one particular problem that I think every DJ faces is that when you're making a bootleg, you need to actually work on a mix track, and how you're going to take that mix track, cut out those lows and highs and whatever, and keep the vocals up. And it used to be a sort of a process when you're actually building up in a track and making a mix for a track. Well, there is one particular software which can help you with that. That same particular software gives you an added advantage, which actually the software is used for. It's called RiffStation. The second, and I think actually the more important advantage of having that particular software or application, whatever you want to call it, is that a person who doesn't know music much, who doesn't know the chord work much, and has to arrive to all the chords when they're putting in their pads, bass lines, arpeggiators and everything, you don't want to go wrong, you don't want to go off tune. Well, then this application, this software is specially for you. So let's go ahead and open up RiffStation and I'll take you through it. One click and you open up this fantastic application called RiffStation. What you basically do is, and what it looks like, is this particular window. You've got your tempo and the metronome is there. You can even change the pitch of a track if you want to change the octave, pitch or anything of a track or any particular sound. What I'm going to do now is take a track, an original track which I have done, and drag and drop it into this. What this particular application does is it analyzes the waveform, it analyzes the track when it is dropped inside it, and after analyzing it, it does something really fantastic, and that is, it actually gives me the full chord progression of this particular track. What the chord has started with, which chord is coming in where, and then once I have my chord progression, all I need to do is take this chord progression, put it in my selected DAW and start mixing ASAP. Don't need to wait, don't need to hit those keys and chords and wonder that, man, is this right, is this wrong, I'm not really sure. Well, this one is sure and it helps you out a lot. So this particular track, it sounds something like this and it goes something like this.
If you like that feeling, don't let go, I will follow through, 'cause I got that feeling too.
You heard the piano chords which I've put in the track, right? Well, the good thing about this particular software is that at every time a particular chord is played, the chord gets highlighted over here. So if you see that we got a C sharp playing over here, it's highlighted. Then when we go on to C minor, C minor gets highlighted. When we come on to the F minor gets highlighted. So that way you can't go wrong on which chord is where, and you can just go ahead and put those chords into your DAW and start your work on making a bootleg. Well, the second particular thing which I said this software has an advantage for, that is isolating the sound. On the same window, all I need to do is, while I'm listening to the track and I got the beats and everything there, I don't want these beats to be there. A lot of times in songs you've come across the fact that the music, the kick, the bass, everything all comes together, and you want to just eliminate all that stuff. You just wanted to sort of you just need this vocal as much as possible and just subdue all the other tracks. So let's say in a part like this,
if you like that feeling, don't let go out.
I got this beat going on with the vocals. Let's say I just want to make a mix of this song and I only want the vocals. What I'm going to do is just go down here, click on this particular button, this graph comes on, and now let's listen to the sound again.
If you like that feeling, don't let go, I will follow through.
You saw how the kick, the bass, the low, any low frequency which was there, it just suddenly went off. You could only listen to the mids and the highs. Well, that's what this software does, that's what this application does at just one click. So if you want to know what the chord progression of a particular track is, and if you want to just remove the low frequencies in a particular track and get those mids really pumping so you can get it on your mixes, well, get yourself RiffStation. It's a very, very good software. I use it very extensively, and trust me, it really does help. Well, that's a little bit of technology coming your way in DJ Suketu Unplugged. I hope you guys found this episode fruitful, you all liked it, and if you all did, please hit the like button. Do comment on what you want to learn, or do comment on if you liked this episode or not. We'll try to do better next time. Stay subscribed to DJ Suketu Unplugged.